Women's Worlds. When a youth, I ran for school office and used as my theme song the then hit by the godfather of soul, James Brown, "It's a Man's World." I won. It was an unabashed play to youthful male pride, and it worked like a charm. It would take me years of reflection to see that it really wasn't. While men hold places of formal power and prominence in the political realms and indeed in the economic world, it can be argued that much of this is but male preening to attract the attention and hopefully the time of females. For most sane guys, a woman is the ultimate prize. Indeed, even in the mad world of misogyny-drenched hip-hop and rap, the bling, the whip, the clothing, and the rap is but a tool to attract the eye of the female. If women but knew their power, they quite literally could change the world. In another world, another age, another life, that great black freedom fighter, Sojourner Truth, speaking at a women's rights convention in Akron, Ohio, 1851, uttered her famous "Ain't I a Woman" speech. Reportedly responding to male hecklers, her words have echoed through time. If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the world upside down alone, these women, together, ought to be able to turn it back and get it right side up again. And now they're just asking to do it. The men better let them. In many parts of the world, sub-Saharan Africa, Europe, North and Latin America, the Caribbean, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, women outnumber men. In the Middle East and much of Asia, the reverse is true. In no part of the world does female population equate to political power that even remotely represents their percentage. According to the UN, Sweden, with 43% in the national parliament, has the highest percentage of representation, followed by other Scandinavian countries, Germany, New Zealand, Mozambique, and South Africa. By contrast, the U.S. ranks 50th among 132 countries in the world, with roughly 13% of women in the House and just over 10% in the Senate. And what would the world look like? Scholar activist Dr. Angela Davis tells us that it shouldn't be, as it often is, the empty pursuit of false firsts. In a recent interview, the renowned teacher explained, "Political struggle has never really been so much a question about how it is identified or chooses to identify, as it has been a question of how one thinks race, gender, class, or sexuality affect the way human relations are constructed in the world." During Black History Month, or Women's History Month, we always tend to talk about the firsts: the first black woman astronaut, the first woman Supreme Court justice, the first black surgeon, etc. Condoleezza Rice was the first black woman to become Secretary of State. As I have said many times, I would gladly give up the occasion to celebrate this as a victory in exchange for a white male Secretary of State who would be capable of giving leadership to those of us who want to put an end to global war. Beyond firsts comes ideas, perspectives, and social change. May this month stand for that. From Death Row, this is Mumia Abu Jamal. These commentaries are produced by Noelle Hanrahan for Prison Radio.